For 20 years, Claire devoted her life to the bustling diner on the corner of Maple Street. From the moment she stepped through its doors as a bright-eyed 20-something, she embraced the rhythm of clattering dishes and sizzling grills. Finding purpose in every coffee cup she filled and every plate she served, the diner wasn't just a job for her. It was a second home, where the aroma of freshly baked pies mingled with laughter and stories shared amongst patrons. Over the years, Claire became a familiar face to a colorful cast of regulars. There was Mr. Thompson, who came every Saturday for his usual stack of pancakes, always ready with a new joke to share. Then there was Lucy, a young mother juggling her kids and work, who relied on Claire's warm smile and patient ear as much as she did on her quick service. Each interaction built bonds that went beyond mere transactions. They were friendships forged in the daily grind, dedicated and hardworking. Claire never shied away from going the extra mile, whether it meant staying late to help clean up after a busy shift or lending an empathetic ear to someone in need. Her life revolved around these connections, each customer leaving an imprint on her heart. Little did she know that as she poured cups of coffee and exchanged pleasantries, her own story was about to take an unexpected turn, one that would challenge everything she thought she knew about her place in the diner and in life itself. Each day at the diner started before dawn, with Claire arriving to the sound of the coffee machine gurgling and the scent of bacon sizzling on the grill. She would slip into her uniform, ready to tackle whatever the day might bring. The early morning rush was a symphony of clattering dishes and ringing phones. As she navigated the tight spaces between tables, balancing trays laden with food while greeting customers with her trademark smile, as the sun rose higher, the diner transformed into a hub of chatter and laughter. Claire thrived in this bustling atmosphere, deftly taking orders while exchanging banter with her coworkers, each one bringing their unique flair to the team. There was Sam, who never failed to crack a joke that made everyone laugh despite the hectic pace, and Maria, whose fierce determination often inspired Claire to push through even on the toughest days. But it wasn't always easy. The challenges of managing multiple orders could be overwhelming during peak hours, and there were moments when tempers flared, both from customers waiting too long and from staff feeling stretched thin. Yet, amid these pressures, Claire found joy in the small victories, a regular's delighted reaction to a new dish or a heartfelt thank you from a busy parent. These daily routines not only defined her work life, but also solidified her role as an indispensable member of this community. Each shift reinforced her love for the diner and its people, setting the stage for the revelations that lay just around the corner. At the helm of the diner was Mr. Callahan, a man whose presence commanded both respect and curiosity. With his neatly combed hair and sharp suits, he seemed out of place amidst the chaos of grease-stained aprons and clattering dishes. Yet, he moved through the diner with an ease that belied his polished exterior, often taking time to chat with customers while keeping a watchful eye on his staff. Mr. Callahan had an enigmatic aura about him. He was a great manager, known for his fair treatment and encouraging words. But there were elements of his personality that left Claire and her co-workers puzzled. He had a penchant for giving cryptic advice, often quoting obscure motivational phrases that seemed to carry deeper meanings. "Every cup you pour holds a story," he would say, leaving them to ponder what lay beneath his seemingly simple words. There were also whispers among the staff about the odd little routines he followed. Some claimed he kept a hidden stash of gourmet coffee beans that only appeared on special occasions, while others swore they'd seen him talking to empty booths late at night when the diner was closed. His office remained locked at all times, adding to the air of mystery that surrounded him. No one knew what secrets it held. While his management style fostered a supportive environment, the small peculiarities about Mr. Callahan made every employee feel as if they were part of something larger than just a diner, setting the stage for unforeseen revelations about their boss that were yet to come. As the weeks passed, a subtle shift began to permeate the diner, creating an air of unease among the staff. Claire noticed that on certain days, Mr. Callahan would arrive unusually early, his brow furrowed in thought as he retreated to his office and shut the door tightly behind him. The once familiar sounds of laughter and warm chatter seemed to be muted as conversations grew more hushed, leaving an odd silence that settled over the diner like a heavy blanket. The usual lineup of colorful characters, both employees and patrons, grew quieter. Sam joked less frequently, and even Lucy, who had always shared stories of her family's adventures, seemed distracted. During shifts, Claire caught glimpses of her coworkers exchanging concerned glances when they thought no one was looking. It was as if they all sensed something looming just beneath the surface. Meanwhile, the menu boards underwent unannounced changes. Beloved daily specials vanished overnight, only to be replaced with dishes that didn't quite resonate with the regular clientele. Patrons murmured their confusion over scrambled eggs adorned with exotic toppings, while Mr. Callahan remained cheerful on the surface, greeting everyone as if nothing was amiss. Even the ambience of the diner felt altered. Light fixtures flickered sporadically, and the smooth background music occasionally skipped, contributing to a sense of disruption. It was a feeling that lingered, a collective intuition that something deeper was brewing behind the scenes. Claire could no longer shake the apprehension stirring in her gut. It felt as if they were standing on the precipice of an unfolding mystery. The tension in the diner reached a boiling point when Mr. Callahan called an impromptu meeting after the lunch rush, asking all employees to gather in the back room. Claire's heart raced as she cast glances around the room. Her coworkers exchanged nervous looks, their expressions mirroring her own unease. The fluorescent lights flickered overhead, adding to the strange atmosphere as they filed into the cramped space. When everyone was seated, Mr. Callahan stood at the front, his typically cheerful demeanor replaced by a serious countenance that set everyone on edge. He took a deep breath, rubbing his temples before finally addressing them. "I know things have been uneasy lately," he began, his voice steady yet tinged with an unusual gravity, "and I appreciate your patience during this time of transition." As he spoke, Claire could sense the collective anticipation in the air, words hung heavy with unspoken implications. She felt her stomach churn as he revealed that he had been contemplating significant changes for the diner's future. Changes that would affect every one of them. He paused momentarily to scan their faces, gauging their reactions as whispers of concern rippled through the group. "This is about more than just our menu or daily routines," he continued slowly. "It's about each of you and how I can support your dreams." With that statement lingering in the air, Claire's mind whirled with questions. What did this really mean? Was it a farewell or an opportunity for something new? The answers hung heavily between them, creating an electrifying tension that hinted at revelations yet to unfold. As Mr. Callahan continued, the room was thick with anticipation, every employee leaning in closer to catch his words. "I've watched each of you pour your hearts into this diner," he began, pausing to lock eyes with Claire, "and I believe in your potential beyond these walls." With a deliberate breath, he unveiled the surprise that had been unfolding behind the scenes. He had secretly been funding projects and dreams of several employees. He explained how he had quietly set aside funds to support their aspirations. Whether it was Sam's dream of opening a stand-up comedy club, Lucy's desire to pursue nursing, or Claire's long-held ambition to start a community cooking program. Gasps erupted around the room as disbelief and excitement mixed in the air. Claire's heart raced. As she processed the revelation, she felt a surge of emotion wash over her as Mr. Callahan shared stories of how he had tracked their progress, offering support whenever he could, but always from the shadows. "I want you all to know that it's never too late to chase your dreams," he stated firmly, determination radiating from him. "I'm here to help make them a reality." The impact of his revelation hit everyone differently. Tears of gratitude streamed down Lucy's cheeks while Sam grinned ear to ear. Already contemplating his future stage name, Claire felt an electrifying mix of hope and disbelief. This was not just about change, it was about believing in themselves and each other in ways they never thought possible. The diner, once just a place of work, suddenly transformed into a launch pad for their dreams. As the reality of Mr. Callahan's revelation settled in, Claire felt a whirlwind of emotions swelling within her. Surprise washed over her like a tidal wave, followed closely by an overwhelming sense of gratitude. She had spent years serving others, pouring her heart into every coffee cup and plate. Yet she had never considered that someone might care so deeply about her dreams and potential around her. The atmosphere shifted palpably as her coworkers reacted in their own unique ways. Tears streamed down Lucy's cheeks as she whispered thank yous to Mr. Callahan, the weight of her nursing aspirations feeling suddenly lighter on her shoulders. Sam, usually brimming with jokes, struggled to find words but grinned widely at the prospect of pursuing stand-up comedy. His excitement was contagious. Laughter bubbled up among the staff as hope erupted into lively chatter about newfound ambitions. Claire took a moment to reflect on her own aspirations amidst the frenzy. The idea of launching a community cooking program suddenly felt achievable. A dream that once seemed distant was now tantalizingly close. With every encouraging word from their boss, she could feel self-doubt melting away. Amidst the jubilation, Claire noticed moments of quiet contemplation too. Some coworkers were lost in thought, processing how this unexpected generosity could reshape not only their lives, but also their community through shared passions and talents. It was a shift that deepened their connections and reinforced a sense of belonging. They were not just employees, but dreamers given wings, a powerful reminder that life is full of possibilities waiting to be explored. In the days that followed Mr. Callahan's revelation, the dynamics within the diner shifted dramatically. The once ordinary interactions between staff and their boss transformed into genuine conversations filled with shared aspirations and mutual respect. Claire noticed that her colleagues now approached Mr. Callahan with newfound openness, feeling emboldened to discuss not just their dreams, but also their everyday challenges and victories. As they began to collaborate on their individual projects, a sense of camaraderie blossomed among the staff. Sam organized a series of open mic nights at the diner, inviting Lucy to share updates about her nursing program, while Claire set up a community cooking initiative in partnership with local suppliers. The support from Mr. Callahan made these endeavors feel achievable, encouraging everyone to cheer each other on along the way. Claire found herself bonding more closely with her coworkers during breaks as they shared plans and brainstormed ideas together. Gone were the days of mere pleasantries. Now they established deeper connections, celebrating milestones and offering an empathetic ear through setbacks. Mr. Callahan faded into a supportive mentor rather than just an authoritative figure, and Claire felt she could approach him with her challenges or successes without hesitation. This shift created an undercurrent of purpose that propelled the team forward. Not only did they work better together, but they also participated actively in each other's lives outside of the diner's walls. The diner had evolved into a nurturing space where dreams were buoyed by collective encouragement, fostering growth and forging friendships that echoed far beyond their place of employment. Together, they were ready to embrace new possibilities, resonating with the newfound energy of hope and collaboration. As Claire reflected on her journey in the diner, she felt a profound sense of awakening. The revelation of Mr. Callahan's support had ignited a fire within her, transforming her perspective on what was possible. For so long, she had dedicated herself to serving others, often putting her own dreams on the back burner while prioritizing the needs of her customers and coworkers. Now, as she looked around at the vibrant energy buzzing through the diner, she realized that waiting tables could be just the beginning of her story. The idea of launching a community cooking program was no longer just a fleeting thought. It felt tangible and within reach. She envisioned a space where people could gather to learn about healthy cooking and share recipes from their diverse backgrounds. The support from Mr. Callahan and her colleagues fueled her ambition, propelling her to take concrete steps towards this dream. In moments of quiet reflection, she grappled with feelings of self-doubt that had lingered for years. But now, instead of allowing those doubts to paralyze her, they served as motivation to push beyond her comfort zone. Claire understood that pursuing her aspirations would not only enrich her own life, but also inspire those around her to chase their dreams. As she prepared for her next shift, Claire entered the diner with renewed purpose. Each interaction became an opportunity to connect and uplift others, echoing the encouragement she had received. With every plate served and every smile exchanged, She felt empowered to embrace this new chapter, one filled with possibilities that stretched far beyond the confines of the diner. As Claire looked around the diner, now buzzing with purpose and enthusiasm. She felt an overwhelming sense of gratitude for the unexpected kindness that had changed everything. Mr. Callahan's revelation had not only opened doors for her and her colleagues, but had also fostered a remarkable environment of support and unity. It served as a powerful reminder that kindness, when shared without reservation, can ripple through lives and enhance the fabric of community. Reflecting on her 20 years at the diner, Claire realized how deeply intertwined their stories were. Each plate served over the years was more than just a meal. It was a connection forged in laughter, tears, and shared experiences. The diner became a sanctuary where hopes were nurtured and dreams began to take shape. This transformation illuminated the idea that resilience stems from relationships, the bonds formed in both joy and struggle. As Claire embraced this new chapter, she was filled with hope not only for her own journey, but also for those around her. She understood that pursuing one's aspirations hinges on believing in oneself while leaning on the strength of community. Together, they would navigate challenges, celebrate victories, and inspire one another to reach greater heights. In this vibrant setting, the diner became more than just a workplace. It evolved into a home where dreams flourished and lives transformed. It left Claire with an enduring message that resilience is fueled by hope, love, and the willingness to uplift one another, making every small act of kindness a catalyst for profound change in the lives we touch.